Hi guys. So I'm no makeup and messy hair today. Just got a facial and it feels so good to be able to take time to pamper yourself. And so I encourage you ladies out there to make that a priority and put value in it because it's part of self-love. You can even make it a reward for doing your to-do list or whatever it is that you want to make it a reward for, but definitely definitely make it a priority. That's not what I'm here to talk about today, but I wanted to add that at the beginning. Today I want to talk about something that I think happens to a lot of us. I think that we have to find the perfect network marketing company and the perfect sponsor, and otherwise we won't be successful. Or we get into a company and then we start noticing all the things that they're doing wrong and what our sponsor's not doing, and this can be a trap. It can be a trap that keeps you from being successful. So I want to talk about this because it's definitely something that can be a big problem. And so let me just start by saying I grew up as an Amway kid. So my parents always had a motivational tape, a cassette tape in the car, giving away my age, but they always had a cassette tape going when we were driving anywhere, or we had a book to read, or a function to go to. There was always something for self-development, to make ourselves better. And so as a kid, that's just what I grew up with. And so, Zig Ziglar was someone that was a mentor for me, because he was always kind of talking in my ear, in my head. But what it did was it gave me value of self-development. It gave me this idea that if there's something that I'm not achieving, or that I want to achieve, then I can look to these mentors that have already done it, and I can get better at myself. And it also gave me this mindset of, if things aren't working, what can I do better? How can I get better? How can I serve people more? And how can I improve myself? How can I broaden my own mind so that I can change it from the inside out? And so, I'm really grateful for this programming now, because I do see a lot of people that get caught in wanting their sponsor to be better so that they can be successful, or waiting for their sponsor to do something on their list of expectations before they can actually step up and do it themselves. They put all of their power onto their sponsor instead of taking accountability for themselves. So, and another thing is that they will get caught in judgment of what their sponsor's doing, and they'll get so wrapped up in blaming and, I can't believe they did that, and da-da-da-da. And that's so much energy that they could be putting into themselves, and that they could be, promoting and helping serve other people. So that's something that I've seen people get caught in. And believe me, I have had my own times of doing that, which is why I'm talking about this as well. There's always something that we can find to judge in another person. And when we keep focusing on that and get caught up in it, it's just an energy drain, and it takes time away from what we actually need to be focusing on. So I want to talk about this. I may rant a little about it, because everybody gets into business for themselves to be successful and to make money, and to make money from home. And that is very empowering. It's a very empowering choice that they make. And then they stop because their sponsor, their upline, didn't meet their expectations, or they're doing something that they don't approve of, or the company didn't get the shipping out in time, and that's where their focus goes. So you know, their intention is to be successful, to make money, to empower their lives, and then they get stuck in this loop. And blaming, we all do it. We all can find blame in another person. And I'm not saying that you have to just never do that. But when you blame someone and you stop there, then you can be stuck for years. And it just adds resentment, and eventually you will quit everything that you attempt to do if you continually get caught in blame and don't get past it. So, you know, people in business, let me back up. This network marketing, especially any kind of business, comes down to it's about people. And people are imperfect. And we all are imperfect, you know, but what we do is we expect everybody else to be perfect so we feel better about ourselves. And the truth is that there is no company, especially network marketing companies, there is no perfect company. And they go through growing pains. They have challenges and then they overcome them just like we do, because they are people. The organization is made up of people, and the business itself is going to go through different growth periods, different, you know, transitions, just like we do. And if we jump out of one company because they're going through a growth period and are having some problems, then we'll jump into another company, and guess what? They're going to have their own set of problems. And, you know, the same with people in your upline or people in your organization. They're people, and they're going to be imperfect. And the more expectations that you have inside your mind, the more people are going to disappoint you. And I know this one well, because you know, the perfectionist in me just loves to have a whole list of expectations that other people need to meet. And what I've found is that really just holds me back in the long run, because I'm not perfect. And as long as I'm trying to get other people to be perfect to make me feel better, I'm always going to be disappointed. And when we stop waiting for somebody else to be successful in order for us to step up and do it, then we realize that we have all this power that we've just been letting drain, or that we've been giving to another person. So in other words, it's up to us. It's up to us to be successful. You can have a sponsor that is failing miserably, or an upline that is failing miserably, and you can still be successful, or vice versa. Nobody's going to do it for us. And you made this choice. We all made this choice out of a place of empowerment, because we want to work from home, because we want to make an income that is residual, that will last. You know, we're not trading time for dollars anymore. We want a residual income coming in, even when we take our family on vacation, you know, even when we do things that we've been wanting to do for years. We want to have that income coming in. And so we join network marketing from a place of wanting to change our lives for the better, wanting to empower our family, wanting to empower ourselves, and wanting to change our lives. And then we get caught in thinking that everything has to be perfect in order for us to do it. And if everything's not perfect, then we might just have to quit. And so I hope this is making sense, and that we're able, you know, to just kind of see the patterns that might be holding us back. Because like I said, I've been there, and you know, the company jumping doesn't work. And I have done that in the past. I have decided that this company isn't perfect, and so I jumped to another one. And you know that wherever you go, there you are. That really, really is true. And so what I found is that I had the same challenges in every company that I went into because they were my challenges. They were my limitations. And so when I finally started looking at that and got back to the books and the tapes and the personal, well, not tapes anymore, but when I got back to the personal development and started working on me and taking accountability for where I was limited, that's when things started shifting and changing. And as long as we are in blaming and we're, going where the grass is greener, or we're expecting others to be perfect or expecting ourselves to be perfect, then we can actually be paralyzed with fear, which causes us to just not take any productive action at all. And so the real thing that's happening with that is that we're afraid that we'll fail, that we're afraid that we can't do it, that we don't believe that we can do it. And so that's the place that we can start, is working on that, believing in ourselves, believing that we can do one thing that day. And so, even if you take, and I recommend taking 1% action every day, if you can do 1%. So if you can get on one social media platform and post something inspiring, or you can do one video a day, or you can write, if you're a blogger, you can write a post or make one phone call, whatever it is, however it is that you decide to market your business. If you can just do one thing a day, that's going to build your belief. That's going to build your, changing your mindset. That's going to, build your confidence in that I can do this one thing and I can continue to do that. And it's going to build a momentum, and that's where you'll start seeing results. And if you just keep doing that, then it's going to just keep building, and eventually you will see results. So you just do 1% a day, and then you pick a personal development, a book or an audio or a video, and you plug that in on a daily basis. And that's going to start changing your mindset. So you're doing the personal development, even 1%, 1% a day minimum. You can do more, or you can just do that to start with. And, if you've got 5 minutes, read for 5 minutes. Read one page. Decide ahead of time, I'm going to watch one video, or I'm going to read one page. And just do that. Do that every day. And the consistency is going to help you believe in yourself more. It's going to help you have more confidence. It's going to help you get out of the cycle of waiting for other people to do it for you. And you're going to start knowing that you can do this. And just start there. And then just keep adding. If you want to add a different platform, or you want to add whatever it is that you feel like you need to add for your own marketing, then you can do that. But don't try and do it all at once, and don't try and do it like somebody else. Just start doing what feels right for you. And the old paradigm was to just be busy, and to just work. And I believe that with everything automated, with the changes that are happening in the world, that it's more important for us to come from a place of inspiration and authenticity. So do what inspires you. Do the marketing or the social media or whatever it is that you can feel inspired by. Pick that. Whatever inspires you for personal development, pick that. And speak from a place of, this is where I'm at and this is where I want to go. Because You don't have to be hypey like somebody else if that's not who you are. You don't have to do it like anybody else. It's about finding your way and finding what originally inspired you to join a network marketing company, and, you know, take your energy away from expecting perfection and expecting all these things to happen in order for you to take action. You know, if there's something wrong with the product, then, well, I can't do this. I can't sell this. Like, we want to get out of that mindset and get into a place of inspiration, because that is what inspires other people, and that is what is going to bring ultimate success for all of us. So I hope this has been helpful. Like I said, I'm just sharing where I've gotten caught up, where I see other people get caught up, and just sharing what I've learned, trying to pass it on. So feel free to comment below, and if you have any personal development recommendations, definitely leave those in the comments below, and thanks for watching.